Hi there, this is Jim Egan, head of school, Synapse School, with a Friday update. Week 1, done. Sort of done. We've got a lot of kids still here for aftercare. It's parent-teacher conferences. We had them yesterday and today, and I want to say thank you to the parents and the caregivers and the teachers and the staff and the students for the best start to a school year that I can remember. It hasn't felt this good. The energy, the enthusiasm, I've heard this anecdotally. I've gotten lots of responses from parents via email and text, at my coffee this Thursday, at the opening coffee. It is a remarkable difference than in years past. And I think that matters. I'm going to talk about it at the end of this video, but thank you right off the bat. All right, a couple things that I need to get to. Lower school parents picking up, or lower school caregivers. So please tell anyone picking up your kids the same thing here that I'm going to say. Read the newsletter first. And secondly, you got to pay attention to a few things when you're picking up. One, don't come early. We're not letting the kids out early, so don't come before 3:30, I believe. Read the newsletter. Two, have names, code words, passwords ready to go. Right, ready to go, so we can queue you quickly and smoothly through our system. And then 3, this is technical, no left turns into our parking lots. When you make a left turn, you're likely going to have to hold because there's gonna be a line coming from the other direction, making the right turns in. When you stop and you're trying to get in and you know you can't, then you're blocking traffic. We have lots of essential workers trying to get through the community. There's UPS trucks, there are mailmen, there are landscapers, and they get backed up. So be the good neighbor, don't make that left turn. Please go down the other direction from 5th and turn in to our parking lot. That means you're gonna have to queue up a little bit. It's okay. If the system works, which we know it can, if you come at the right time, don't make the left-hand turn, follow directions, have the names ready to go so we can see it. We can get you through pretty quick. So that's for lower school parents at pickup. Okay, second reminder or announcement is we have Family Day Camp, and that's coming up. Exciting. You should come to that. We've got hundreds of people signed up. So it's something that we do annually. It's really low stakes event, meaning you show up, there'll be activities, kids get to frolic, parents get to mingle with kids and other students and other families. And it's just a great way to spend time outside in beautiful California, particularly this time of year. So that's this weekend. Read the newsletter about that. Okay, I have a few observations I want to make about this incredible start to the school year. All good teachers and people who work in education know that starts and finishes matter. Start to the school day, start to a lesson, start to a unit, start to a trimester, start to a project. They really matter, and I'm going to give you 3 reasons why they matter to schools. One, it's parent involvement, right? Particularly at a school like ours that's highly relational and all about humans and making human beings better human beings, we need to get to know you. That's why we put parent-teacher conferences week 1. These are about getting to know you, knowing what you're excited about. We want to know what you may be nervous about. We want to know about your history and your family and why you chose us. Really get to know, and you want to get to know the teachers, right? Because that's where you are leaving your children in their hands, and they're awesome people, the teachers. They're amazing. So that's why we do this. So having parent involvement right from the go, opening the doors, having those coffees, asking you to come in, that really matters to, I think, most schools, but to a school like ours, it's even more important. 2, I would say a strong start matters for emotional well-being. Kids and teachers, probably all adults too, right? They want some stability and predictability with routines. And kids and teachers really want that stability and predictability so they can deal with ambiguity and risk-taking in the learning environment. That's where we want kids to be spending time on creative thinking and critical thinking and working through what we know is a world that can be vague and tricky and unpredictable. But we don't want them to feel that when they come into a school in the morning and they're a 6 or 7-year-old, that they can't find their water bottle or they don't know what time class starts and there are no rules. So you want to have that predictability centered on those things that are of not sort of in the learning environment, so that students can really think creatively when they're in the teaching and learning spaces, okay? That's really important. And then I would say 3, and this is something we'll really start in earnest next week, is that starting strong allows us to focus on the learners and any gaps that they might have for whatever reason. We've got new kids coming into the middle school. We're not sure where they are academically, right? We have had young kids who've had learning challenges, and they may have gotten things remediated over the summer, and we might want to find out like where's their growth. This is really awesome. That happens every year. And then of course it is a long summer. Sometimes there's a little bit of a regression. And so we want to look at academics here through that lens of where are kids, where are classrooms. And so what we're doing this year to even amplify our efforts is that we're bringing in an assessment from NWEA. It's called a MAP assessment. Looks at literacy, writing and reading, as well as math. And we're going to be giving this assessment throughout the grades. And it will be looking at kids' learning profile. Parents, you get the data. It's a formative assessment. It's not meant to be summative. It's not like a standardized test that's looking at a collection of knowledge, fill in the bubbles and you're done. This is a computer adaptive test. I've run them in other schools. We've never done them at Synapse, but Katie in the lower school, Katie Morgan, Stephanie Cito in the middle school are awesome. Directors and division heads are going to be leading this charge. So we've got the software coming in and the platform. We've got to upload it to devices. We've got to train teachers on how to use this, and that we'll be rolling it out this month to take a look at where kids are, take a look at what classes know, or maybe what we want to teach them, so we can adapt our curriculum this way, and we can also dial it in on student learning too. So this is really exciting. You're going to be hearing a lot more about it. I know this is something that parents will be eager to see implemented in our already rigorous and vigorous learning environment. Okay, that's it. Could not have been a better week. Could not have been a better week. I want to thank everybody for making that a reality, not just a fantasy. Okay, that's it. I hope to see you at family camp. Take care.